क्या?
इसमें ये जो डेस्कटॉप वाला बटन बना है, इससे
All right. Hello, everyone. Just give me 1 second. How are you guys doing? Welcome to another D-Bounce session. This is D-Bounce Studios. I'm your host Abhinandan. How are you guys doing? Mr. Great Plays, hello. Navjot, hello. Anmol, good evening. Sandeep, hello. What's up? How are you guys doing? Manish is also here. क्या हाल चाल सबके? How was your week, guys? How was your week? I hope you guys had some fun in your schools. God Gaming, hello. Vanya Khanna, hello. Welcome. Lavanya, hello. Manya, hello. All right, guys. So how was your week? I hope it was all packed with fun. English का paper था बच्चों का. How did it go? How was your exams? Kritigya, good evening. All right. चलो अच्छा गया paper. That's nice. SST paper also. चलो. Navjot is saying also very good. All right, guys. So last week, do you guys remember what we did? Um, we had a lot. We covered a lot of your syllabus, right? We covered your maths, integers. We finished that up. English and SST. It was good. So I have my SST paper on Monday. So all right, Anmol. I think it is already given in the chat, but we are gonna be learning to code today. Like we are gonna jump into some coding. It's something which you guys want, right? And that's what we want to deliver. So at Dbound Studios, this will be a very interactive session. This is a session which all of you guys were wanting, and it's time. It's time to learn how to code. It's gonna be fun. Please forward the link to the stream to your friends and everyone in the group. Tell them to join fast. We'll be starting very quickly. So today we will learn theory or practical. Today we are going to be covering up both. First we'll try to we'll also have a guest. So in today's session, let me just tell you what all we have planned. So in this week's of Dbound Studios, we are going to be covering up your nutrition in animals, right? We are going to be covering up science chapter 2. Last week we covered your maths, integers. We completed that chapter. So today nutrition in animals, and after that we are going to be jumping into how to code, and we're going to be inviting a special guest. He's one of the members of our Dbound Studios, and his name is Avay. So I know that you guys might have heard of this name, just like Komal Bhaiya and Arshdeep. Avay is also there, so he's gonna come in and he's gonna teach us, and we are gonna be making a game. We're gonna be taking the first step towards learning how to code. So it's gonna be fun. It should be fun. All right. Alright, let's jump into what we did last week. So last week, guys, do you remember we covered your nutrition in plants? Last week. The previous week we covered your maths. So let's just see, and we also played that game, Martian game, right? We helped Fiery establish a whole thing on Mars, right? Through your help. We also learned how to operate Google Excel. So let's jump into it. All right, miss the webcam. Yeah. All right. So last week at Dbound Studios, guys, we went to Mars, right? We went to Mars. We got a message from Fiery, right? She told us that her landing was successful. That's pretty great, right? But I don't have enough food. She was lacking food. We helped her make her own food. So we looked into that. We also saw how many plants we can fit in, right? In that particular space. Through our Excel sheet, we covered it up. I think it was around 6,000 square feet. We had so much of area, and we wanted to see how many potatoes can we grow, and this was the answer. So you guys helped us, right? People in the chat were also telling us what the answers were. All right, this is the structure of the room. What CO2 percentage is required? Martian atmosphere has 95.32% CO2, right? And in Earth, on Earth we have how much percent do we have on Earth, guys? What's the percentage of oxygen present on Earth? Can somebody tell us in the chat? They are saying 21. Navjot is saying 0.01. Alright, so guys, it's indeed 21%. Alright, so guys, this is welcome to Debound Studios. My name is Abhinandan, and this is your next session, dinner date with primates. So let's go. Alright. So here on the screen, let's see what this is. Oh wait, just give me 1 second. Alright, let's pause the music up. Guys, welcome. We are about starting. If you guys haven't liked the stream already, let's just get some likes in, right? If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe also. Manish is saying I was first. Navjot. Alright, so we are starting. Alright guys, this is your episode number 8, dinner date with primates. Let's begin. Alright, we have a quick video to show you. Oh.
Excuse me? You're biting my butt!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Alex, what did
You
you
just bit me
do?
on the butt!
No, I didn't. Did I?
You kinda did. Bit me on the butt! What the heck is wrong with you?
Alright. So guys, do you guys know किस movie का है? This reference is taken from a movie. If you guys know, if somebody can tell me. Alright, so guys, we are gonna be starting off. We are about to begin with your nutrition and animals. This is gonna be very fun interactive session. So on the screens you can see that we have 3 types of animals, right? Animals can get pretty scary, right, when it comes down to food. We have herbivores, we have carnivores, and we also have omnivores, right? These are the 3 categories, right? Well, previously we learnt about how plants get their food, right? But what about animals? That is a question. How does animals eat and consume their food? We know that, right? How they do? They are herbivores, right? Universal Akash is saying. Avni is also saying exactly. So, well, previously we learnt about how plants get their food, but what about animals? Animals को अपना खाना कहाँ से मिलता है? We know, right? By plants. Yes, there are animals which eat only plants, and they are known as herbivores, right? I mean, you can see on the screen as well. There's a plate of plants and salad and everything. So this is something a cow would eat, right? What about the other category? The other category is carnivores, right? How do carnivores get their food? Sandeep is saying depend on plants and other animals, right? But that is carnivores only eat other animals, right? So we have different kind of plates for everyone. Today we have invited all the 3 categories or all the 3 types of animals together on a dinner, right? Herbivores by plants, carnivores feed on other animals, right? And what about the last category, omnivores? What about those? What do they consume, right? That is the question. They get their food from plants either directly by eating plants or indirectly by eating animals, right? They eat both plants and animals. So animals that can eat plants exclusively are known as herbivores. The animals which only eat other animals are known as carnivores. And the other category, omnivores, these are the type of category which consume both. They can have plants and they can have animals as well, right? So they are known as omnivores. So you can see omnivore is like, I can have both of your food. And now, all right, now she took it. So she is gonna be, she can have both, right? She can have the paneer tikka, I mean whatever, butter chicken. This is chicken, right? And that's a salad. So this category can have both. But we need to talk about about animal nutrition, right? Just like in our plants and whenever we eat, there are various structures. We can agree with that, right? बहुत ही complex. This is the very complex structure. The whole nutrition, whole digestive system, right? It's a very complex system. So let's talk about nutrition first, right? Just as in like हमारे food में nutrition होता है, right? There's various type of nutrition. Can we guys get some names? And there are fats, right? There are carbohydrates. What other things do we have? We have protein also, right? So what else do we have? So just like in animal nutrition, there is gonna be there's gonna be a mode of intake, right? How do we consume it? Are we consuming it with plants? Are we consuming it via animals? What kind of mode are we using? Anmol is saying vitamins. Exactly. God Gaming is also saying that protein. Avni, absolutely correct. Yes. So mode of intake, right? And then it comes the utilization in the body. We'll talk about animal nutrition, which includes modes of intakes of food and its utilization in the body. Then we have digestion. Then we have assimilation, right? These are the animal nutrition ka process, right? These are the factors which we need to consider. So I hope you guys are making your notes. Just by the way, this is a side reference. I forgot to tell you that you guys are supposed to make your notes. It's going to be very fun. If you guys are unable to make your notes at this moment, you can just take a screenshot of this, all right? And maybe make your notes after the class is over. All right. Absorption, ingestion, enzymes. Yes. Okay, Avni is making notes. That's good. So, all right. So in this picture, you can see we have fats. Wait, my slides is kind of. Just give me 1 second. All right. Yes. So in this slide, we can see that we have fats, we have proteins, we have vitamins and minerals. We also have carbohydrates. Right. So this is the picture. Right, this is what we need. This is what we eat. You know, this is the balanced diet comes from like deciding कि आपको कितना fat चाहिए, कितना protein चाहिए based on your height and weight. So what is this? It's like breaking complex food into simpler substances, right? So this is a chart. This is an image. How many of you actually love to eat burgers? I do. I also I also love to eat, fruits, but I don't eat it that much. So, right, we love burgers, we love to have Coke, we love to have fries, So that's that's what we love to eat. But our parents and our grandparents, everybody is like, you should focus on the first criteria, right? Just look for bread which has lots and lots of nutrients and everything, bananas, fruits, juices, all that things, a salad. Isse supposedly you get the whole balanced diet. You get all the nutrients which you require in the right proportion. Hana? So this is so what is about digestion, right? Whatever we eat, चाहे हम फर्स्ट क्राइटेरिया वाले फूड आइटम्स खाएं या फिर हम बर्गर्स एंड पिज़्ज़ाज एंड एवरीथिंग खाएं, whatever we eat, it is gonna get digested, right? Our body is gonna consume it, right? So let's talk about digestion, guys. Do we have any guesses what digestion normally means? If somebody can say it. Digestion, Janvi Gupta is saying chewing, breaking complex particles into simpler substances. Yes. So this is known as digestion, right? We are breaking down complex substances and breaking them into simpler substances so that we can consume it, so that we can have it, we can eat it. This is the breakdown of complex components, right? Of food into simpler substances in our body. This is called as digestion. All right. So this is the definition. the process in the alimentary canal by which the food is broken up physically and chemically, and converted into a substance that is suitable for absorption. फूड जो है वी कैन नॉट कंज्यूम इट डायरेक्टली, राइट? सो उसको हमने खाया, देन आवर सिस्टम इज गोना कन्वर्ट दैट फूड जिसमें हम उसको खा सकें. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट डाइजेशन, राइट? Mannat is saying complex molecules into simpler substances. Divya is saying yes. This is the answer, right? I mean, that's correct. So that is all about digestion. All right. So what is this? सबको पता है that we take food. हम food कहाँ से खाते हैं? We eat through our mouths, right? We eat through our mouth. So हमने food खाया, right? And then there's a mechanism which happens inside our body. This is a mechanism that happens inside our body, and बहुत सारे लोग हमें बताते नहीं हैं कि like what happens. And today we are going to be figuring out what all goes inside a human body, and how does our food gets transferred and converted into simpler form so that our body can eat it. Avni is saying digestion begins in buccal cavity. Yes. So yes, you can see, and then after some time we obviously excrete, right? So yes, everybody does. So digestive system is a complex system, right? So let's try to figure it out, what all we have in this. So this is the diagram which you can see, and even Fiery is like a little surprised to see how complex it is, right? You can see there's lots and lots of elements. This is a pipe. What is this? We have this is a stomach, right? Large intestine, small intestine, everything. So inside our body, the food passes through a continuous canal, right? Through this pipe, the food gets passed on. Which begins in our mouth, also known as the buccal cavity, exactly like which Avni said, right? So through our buccal cavity, we eat the food, we get it in, and it ends in anus, right? By anus, it's end there. It ends there. So this canal is called the alimentary canal, which you can see, that is known as the digestive tract. It is just another name of it. It can be divided into various compartments if we actually try to do that. Wait, let me just. So yeah, this is the buccal cavity, right, which you can see on the screen. Then we have the food pipe. What else do we have? We have esophagus, alimentary canal, right? Let me just bring that up. Wait. All right. Yes. As you can see on your screen, right? I mean, this is your science textbook, right? In this, you can see that we have the buccal cavity, right? I mean, in this, okay, now you can see. So the buccal cavity is highlighted on the screen, which you can see right now, right? So this is the buccal cavity. Then we have the food pipe, right? What is the food pipe called? The food pipe is called esophagus, right? The buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. Exactly. I mean, like you guys know, Janvi is absolutely correct. Sorry, CBSE, right? My bad. So yeah, that's how it goes, right? So that's esophagus and everything. Sir, it means that the definition of digestion is the journey of food from buccal cavity to the body. Yeah, I mean, like it starts from buccal cavity, right? But it ends in anus, right? It ends through that's the last when we poop. So yes, so you can see, right? Okay, so then this is the small intestine, right? Then we have the large intestine, and then that's how it ends. And that's anus. So let's talk about ingestion. Why is the slides not working already? It is. Just give me 1 second. All right. Yes. And let's talk about ingestion. We got buccal cavity, right? This is the buccal cavity. Taking in of food is known as ingestion, right? Avni is correct. So this is this is the buccal cavity, you can see. So yahan se we are gonna consume the food, right? We are gonna take in the food, and the food is gonna get passed through the esophagus, through our windpipe. Then it's gonna reach the stomach, and then then yeah, also with chewing. Yeah. Let's talk about the teeth. We are gonna break down various the food which we eat into smaller portions. So also in teeth, right, we have different types of teeth which are present, right? You guys know what incisors are, you guys know what canines are. We have molar, we have tongue, we have gums, right? We have so many types of and different things. Sandeep is saying the process of taking food, drink, or another substance into the body by swallowing or absorbing is known as ingestion, right? We break down food mechanically here. That is absolutely correct. So we have incisors, right? We have canines, then we have molars. We know that these are the molars. This is gonna break down your food into smaller parts, right? Then we have gums, we have tongue, right? So what is the role of the tongue, right? The tongue mixes the food with saliva. Our saliva gets mixed up with the food. The saliva contains an enzyme, just like it contains an enzyme. It's known as amylase, right? The way I'm saying helps in grinding molars. Yes, absolutely correct. Teeth, they grind, they chew the food, exactly. And it helps in breaking down starch into sugar. We convert starch into sugar. Pehle we, that's how it goes. And sugar is sugar. In terms of sugar, we consume the energy. That's how we consume the energy. Now let's talk about transportation, right? Tongue also helps in speech also, right? I mean, tongue also helps in pushing down the food to our food pipe. So now let's talk about transport. Transport may we have esophagus, right? After from buccal cavity, we are gonna jump into esophagus, right? Wahan pe that's the windpipe. You guys might have seen, this is the food pipe, right? This is the windpipe. We have two pipes, right? There's this windpipe, and then there is esophagus, right? That is the food pipe. So the swallowed food, this is through this food pipe the food gets transferred into here, and it gets gently pushed down, by a rhythmic expansion and contraction. So I'll tell you what's happening on the screen right here. So there's a series of wave-like muscle contractions. The food pipe is gonna it's gonna expand and contract in a way so that the food gets passed on easily. Basically जब भी आप खाओ, so आपको feel ना हो कि food जा रहा है. It should be a very continuous motion, right? It should be gently passed down. So there's a series of wave-like muscle contractions that are happening, inside our food pipe. The food pipe is doing it, and this is known as peristalsis, right? Oh wait, right. So it starts in the esophagus, where strong wave-like motions of smooth muscles move balls and swallowed food into stomach. Basically what I'm trying to say is that this is the food, right? And it's gonna get passed along into the stomach. That is the powerhouse unit, obviously. All right. So let's talk about stomach. So this is how the food is gonna get passed. Contraction and expansion ke through the food is gonna get passed. Right. Now let's talk about stomach. So inside stomach, you can see there's a lot of things that are happening right from the very beginning. We can see on the screen. It is like a thick walled bag. And then the wildest part is that the alimentary canal, it receives food from the food pipe and opens into small intestine into another. So like this gets connected into the small intestine, right? Killing bacteria happens in stomach. Yes. Hydrochloric acid. Yes. The process is known as Peristalsis, yes. Alright. So it gets broken down into, digestive juices, the inner lining of the stomach, which you can see here. This inner lining breaks down the stomach and secretes, mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive juices, which you can see on the screen. The food is gonna get broken down into the substances which how the body eats, basically. Right. If there is any bacteria, so it's gonna get, because of the hydrochloric acid, it's gonna get killed inside the stomach. So that's how it goes, right? So this is how it's gonna secrete mucus, it's gonna secrete hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. All right. Isme, let's talk about, this is protein, right? Proteins. What is this on the screen? If you guys can guess, this protein is getting converted into, right, polypeptides. What is polypeptides, guys? Do we know? Or what is it? Sir, I think pancreas gland also present just below the stomach. Yes. Molars and premolars. Yes, we have covered that up. All right. Simpler food mein, right, it's gonna get into simpler form and small intestine, right? Sir, is this amino acids? Polypeptides are smaller particles of proteins. Absolutely correct, Janvi, that is correct. That's how we are gonna break down, the complex food into simpler form, right? The protein is also getting converted into the form which we can, simpler form of proteins, exactly. Small intestine, right? But inside the body, the food passes through a continuous canal. We have covered that up. Yeah, all right. Guys, do we know what is the actual length, of the small intestine? This is a very interesting fun fact. If we actually stretch out the length of the small intestine, that is going to be equivalent to the height of a giraffe. That is 7.5 meters. I mean, that is, a lot of wires inside a human body. So that's a very fun fact. Yes, right. So okay. So from there, the food will go into small intestine, right? The actual length of the small intestine, we know that it is not at all small. It's 7.5 meter long. Right, the food is gonna get, it receives secretions from the liver and the pancreas. So what it does is, like, so whenever you are having fatty food, right, whenever you're having liver problems, the doctors recommend that try to avoid oily and fatty food, right? Because, the liver is supposed to help you, help the body consume those fats, basically, right? So liver and pancreas is going to secrete their juices so that the food gets converted into a more simpler form, right? So the food is held there for about 4 hours. The food is going to stay inside the small intestines for at least 4 hours. And itna time kyun rehta hai body, why does the food gets stored here? Is because our body absorbs 90% of the nutrients inside our small intestine. So and then once it gets consumed, it gets transferred into the blood, and then it reaches all the organs which needs energy and the nutrients. Liver, bile juice, pancreas, pancreatic juice. Yes, it secretes intestinal juices. Yes, absorption. Exactly, right? So inside the small intestine, it is going to receive secretions from the liver and pancreas, right? And its own walls also secrete juices. Not just other organs are going to secrete the juices, but the wall itself secretes juice, and the food gets stored here for like at least 4 hours. So that is the thing. 90% of the nutrients are absorbed here. All right. So let's talk about liver. What is the role of a liver? It is, when we actually look at a picture of an actual liver, it looks, it it basically looks like, reddish brown gland, which is situated in the upper part of the abdominal, right here. Right here you can see on the screen. Let me just highlight. You can see right here. It is the largest gland, bile juice, right? So on the right side it is present, right? And it is the largest gland in our body, right? It secretes bile juice that is stored in sac known as gallbladder, right? Gallbladder. This bile juice plays an important role in digestion of fats, right? Whenever we are having something fatty and which has a lot of fat in it, so the bile juice helps in absorbing it. It is a reddish brown gland situated on the upper part of the abdomen on the right side, right? And it creates bile juice, right? He's a stud for that. He creates bile juice, right? All right. Let's talk about pancreas. When it comes down to pancreas is situated right there, right? It is the largest, it is a large cream-colored gland, which is located just below the stomach. You can see on the screen. The pancreatic juice acts on carbohydrate, fats, and proteins and change them into simpler forms. This is pretty self-explained, right? This is also going to be releasing juices just like liver is releasing juices, and the pancreatic juice is going to act on carbohydrates. The liver was focusing mainly on fats, but this is going to be focusing on different other also carbohydrates, right? Fats, proteins, everything. The rest is converted into simpler forms with the help of pancreatic juice, right? So that is correct. So this is the diagram of the pancreatic juice. Like if you actually see, this is, the pancreatic gland. All right. Yes. So carbs are gonna get converted into glucose, right? This is how when the digestion is completed, when the conversion, that whole process is completed, the carbs get converted into glucose. Guys, can we guess? Fats get converted into fatty acids, right? And proteins are getting converted into amino acids. So this is how the energy is converted. This is how our food is converted into the form which our body accepts. This is how our body eats. Carbs get converted into glucose. Fatty acids fats gets converted into fatty acids. Amino acids बनते हैं protein से, right? And then proteins get converted into amino acids. So that's the whole process of the digestion, right? Converting complex substances into simpler forms, simpler substances which our body can have. It starts from our mouth, right? Bullock cavity. It's gonna go in through the esophagus, the food pipe. It's gonna take the food in. It's gonna get stored into the stomach. All the bacteria are gonna get killed, right? Simpler form, it starts transforming. Then it gets passed on to the small intestine, right? Where the wall, the liver, pancreatic juices, everybody is helping in converting that food into a simpler form, right? It stays there for like 4 hours minimum. The food is going to stay inside the small intestine. The food is going to get absorbed, right? 90% absorption is done. And then we have covered how carbs get converted into glucose and how fat get converted into fatty acids and protein gets converted into amino acids. All right. So that's the whole process. Avni is saying absorption takes place in small intestine, right? Right, absolutely correct. All right, so to actually tell you more about absorption, we have covered the digestion part. We have the part of absorption, and to cover the part of absorption, I'm gonna be inviting Abhay with us so that he can help us and tell everybody what absorption is all about. So, guys, if you guys are excited, let me just invite him up. Let me just invite him up, and yeah. Till then, please let me know if you guys want me to bring him on. Right? Are you guys excited? Anmol is saying, sir, I think converting of food into complex that I use for growth tissues. Is that correct? Let's see. All right, let me just bring Abhay right here. Let me join the meet. All right. I think I'm in. Abhay, can you like pause the stream on your end? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. How are you doing, Abhay? Sorry, it took some time. Let me just bring your video up on the screen. Just give me 1 second. Let me do that. All right, the students can see you now.
Okay, great.
So this is your very first time that you have come on the show, right, guys? Students, this is Abhay Bhaiya, right? This is the very first time Abhay is coming, and he is gonna help us guide through the absorption process, and then we are gonna be jumping on to a game, right? Abhay, like, what is planned for today? Are you like excited? Do you think the students are gonna have fun in today's session?
I am very excited.
Yeah.
I hope I feel कि students को मेरे से भी ज़्यादा मज़ा आने वाला है.
Yeah, obviously.
हम काफ़ी सारी बातें करने वाले हैं, and hopefully I feel sorry for those guys जिन्होंने आज miss कर दिया.
I know. Obviously. So yeah, we have around 36 students present here in the chat, right? And we are going to be starting off with the absorption process. We just covered up the digestion process. Is there anything else that you would like to add on in the digestion process? If there's something that you want to add more to it, like explain the whole process to the students maybe.
Okay. So I'll just draw a quick parallel for you guys. कि digestion में what happens? हम already existing food को जो हमने लिया होता है उसको भी break down it into smaller bits of pieces ताकि हम उसे easily digest कर सकें.
Exactly.
है ना? तो this is similar to what we do in a code. तो जब हम code करते हैं then also हम इतना एक बहुत ही complex problem को भी try to break it down into very very simple steps ताकि एक बहुत complex problem को हम छोटे chunks में easily solve कर सकें.
Absolutely.
है ना? तो ठीक है, तो लेट्स गेट इनटू कोडिंग और समझते हैं कि एक कंप्यूटर कैसे डाइजेस्ट करता है, व्हिच मींस एक कंप्यूटर कैसे एक कॉम्प्लेक्स एल्गोरिथम को सिंपल पार्ट्स में ब्रेक करता है.
राइट, वी आर गोना बी कवरिंग दैट पार्ट अप, बट बिफोर वी डू दैट आई थिंक इनको एब्जॉर्प्शन के बारे में वी नीड टू टेल देम अ लिटिल अबाउट दिस एब्जॉर्प्शन, राइट? So I'll just bring up this all right, the PPTs on the screen, you can see. So first up is Willis, right? I mean, Abhay, if you know what Willis is, and if you guys if you want to tell the students about it. And Mole is saying breakdown of food, CPU, the process by which one thing absorb or is absorbed by another.
Let's ask the chat. किसको पता है कि Willis क्या होता है?
Right, we are doing that, right? Sandeep is close, right? I mean, this is how a small intestine looks. This is the small intestine. It is gonna get, you can see, right? The small intestine folds. These are the blood vessels, and that is Willis. All right. So absorption. When we are talking about the absorption, this is the process by which things get absorbed, right? I mean, by one another. Like everything is gonna get absorbed by the body, and it is gonna increase the surface area of the absorption into small intestine, right? Wait.
Right.
All right. So let's talk about the inner walls of the small intestines. You can see it has, like finger like outgrowths, right? You can see here. That's the inner side of the wall, right? These are known as villi, or individually we can call them as villus, right? You can see agar the whole this whole thing is known as a villi, and individually one part is known as a villus. And they increase the surface area for absorption of digested food, right? It helps with the absorption of the digested food. हमने food digest कर लिया. These are like finger like structure that helps in absorption. Absolutely correct, right? And each villus has a network of thin small blood vessels. You can see on the screen. It is right visible, right there. Where can you see? I mean, these are the blood vessels, right? I mean, blood vessels. Say, I think blood is gonna get. What it does is like each villus has a network of thin small blood vessels close to its surface. You can see it is close to the surface, right? The surface of villi absorbs the digested food material. The surface is gonna absorb the food, right? And the absorbed food. Wait, let me. Wait. I'm sorry. अबे तेरे को screen दिख रही है? I think I'm just on the same page only.
Can you just share your screen on Meet?
Wait, I'll do that.
That's possible.
Wait, I'll do that. All right, can you see this?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So yes, so the each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels, right? These are, and isme se when the food is gonna get absorbed, everything is gonna get absorbed. Blood vessels ke through it is gonna get transported, right? It is gonna get transferred to all the important organs, and via blood vessels to different organs where the body helps in building complex proteins that are required by the body. This is the energy which our body needs on a day-to-day basis, right? Away. I mean, this is what we need. Ek second, let me just bring up the chat. I think the chat is gone from my end. All right, the gastric glands. Okay, somebody's asking about the gastric, and all right. So Sandeep has already answered. They create mucus in the stomach linings, right? So this is all about the small intestine, right? How the surface is gonna absorb all the nutrients, and it is gonna get transferred through the blood vessels to all the organs. That is the part of the absorption. Now, assimilation, right? Assimilation is the movement of digestive food molecules into cell of the body where they are used to, where they are used. So this is the movement of digestive food molecules. जो भी molecules absorb हुए हैं and blood vessels में travel कर रहे हैं, this is the movement of that travel. I mean, this is known as assimilation, जिसमें the food molecules, the movement of digestive food molecules into the cells of the body where they are used through blood vessels, right? Blood vessels, you can see. Have we ever measured the actual length of our whole blood vessels? Of it, can you guess कि total कितनी होगी length? Just like our small intestine की length is like around 7.5 meter, right? What is the length of our blood vessels? That's a question even I don't know. I want to know the answer. Guys, does anyone know about this answer? What is the actual?
This is a really interesting question. अगर किसी को भी पता है तो we'll take note, chat में लिखो, and let's see कितने लोगों को पता है.
Navjot is saying three
giraffes. That's an interesting comparison.
Total length of blood vessels, right? I think it's definitely in kilometers. What? The circulatory system is extremely long. Bhai, can you just take a guess away? You'll be surprised to know the answer. Even I did not know about this. You'll be surprised. It is in kilometers, all right. Just take a random guess, any random guess.
2 kilometers.
बहुत कम है bro, बहुत ऊपर चढ़. बहुत
क्या
कम है. हाँ बहुत कम है.
अच्छा एक जीरो और ऐड करते हैं 20 किलोमीटर.
भाई it is more than 100,000 kilometers. 100,000, 1,00,000 किलोमीटर.
Seriously?
I mean, what? 60,000 miles. I mean, that is a lot. That is a lot. If we actually combine each and every blood vessel, it is gonna, come down to 100,000 kilometers. I mean, that's very long. That's very long.
Just a food for thought here. किसको यहाँ पे large intestine की length पता है? Similar, a question on similar grounds. ये तो guess कर लो. ये तो I think mostly लोगों ने पढ़ी भी होगी.
The length of large intestine.
Yeah.
Divya is saying 5 meters. Is it 5 meters up there?
No. It's definitely much larger than that. और क्या आंसर्स आ रहे हैं? 1,000.
No, I think you should just
100,000 kilometers.
I think you should just tell the answer. What is the answer?
अच्छा, I'll draw a comparison. बताओ कि एक टेनिस कोर्ट के कंपैरिजन में कितनी होती है लेंथ? मतलब लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन को अगर हम एक टेनिस कोर्ट के अराउंड बिछाएंगे तो कितने टेनिस कोर्ट्स कवर हो जाएंगे?
I have no idea.
अच्छा, चैट ट्राई टू गेस. कौन ये बताएगा? You are allowed to use Google पे चेक करके.
I think Divya already told the answer. It is 5 meter. That is the 5 feet long, not meter. It's feet. It's 5 feet. 5 feet is much longer than 1.5 meter. But yes, it is about 5 feet long. But all right, let's talk about egestion, right? I mean, what is egestion, right? This is the assimilation is the movement of digestive food molecules into the cells of the body where they are used, right? Blood vessels, we have talked about the actual length of the blood vessels. We have also talked about that, right? When we talk about egestion, right? Egestion is the act of excreting unusable or undigestive material from the cell, right? That is just a removal of unwanted and unutilized nutrients out of a cell, in case of a single organism. So that is done. I mean, this is the large intestine, right? The length of a large intestine, as Avya told us, it's about 5 feet long, right? So in cells, what happens is the glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen, and into carbon dioxide, and water and energy is released. So glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released, okay, inside the cells. All right, then the food that remains undigested and unabsorbed enters into the large intestine. Guys, I'm reading the notes side by side so that you guys can also listen to this and try to understand what what the notes are actually saying. So let's just talk about it again. In the cells, all right, the cells of the large intestine, glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen, right? With the help of oxygen, and the breakdown होने के बाद क्या components बने? Carbon dioxide बना, water बना, and then जो energy है that is released, ठीक है? The food that remains undigested and unabsorbed enters the large intestine, right? Absorption हो गई, 90% absorb करते हैं, right? The remaining 10% is mainly of undigested and unabsorbed food. So that gets entered into the large intestine, right? So yes, so large intestine में enter करने के बाद then the process that starts is excretion. So absorption होने के बाद the remaining waste material passes through the rectum, and the remaining semi-solid feces are removed through the anus, and this is known as egestion. ठीक है? This is the whole process of the egestion through rectum. It is gonna get released, and that is the whole process of the digestion and your absorption. ठीक है? All right, I think आज human body का इन्होंने समझ के ना, I think like they're very like done, and they just want to get to how to code.
हाँ.
I mean,
Chat में यही चल रहा है,
yeah, that's what each and every student wants us to do. And I mean, let's just not delay any further, and I think we should actually jump into how to learn, and let's learn how to code. How many of you will actually want here wants to learn how to code? If you guys actually want to learn how to code, just type yes in the chat, because we are about to start this section. And this is a question on the screen which you can see, right? I mean, how much IQ does a computer have? This is a question which we need to ask.
जहाँ पर आपको Google यूज करना अलाउड नहीं है, ये सबको खुद से दिमाग से जवाब देना है कि how much IQ does a computer have?
All right, so this is a question that Abhay is asking to all the students. How much IQ do you think? Anmol is saying 10,000, Divya is saying 120, infinite, unbeatable. ये तो भाई, that is all right.
According to Divya, computer is the most intelligent set of components that exist among us, है ना? ठीक है. Any more answers in the chat?
You will be surprised to know the actual answer is right in front of your eyes. That is 0 IQ. I mean, IQ 0 कैसे हो सकती है? Computer does so many things, यार. It does so many things. How can a computer have 0 IQ?
यार अभिनंदन, एक बात बताओ, जब तेरे को पास्ता खाने का मन करता है एंड तेरे को पास्ता बनाने की रेसिपी नहीं पता होती, तो क्या तेरा कंप्यूटर अपने आप तेरे को बता देता है कि पास्ता कैसे बनेगा, या you have to search कि
I obviously have to search, right? I have to enter, right. Tell the computer what I have to do.
हाँ, तो after you tell the computer, तब तो कंप्यूटर सब कुछ टेक ओवर कर लेता है और बहुत अच्छे से पास्ता बनवा देता है. But initially you have to tell the computer कि मेरा पास्ता खाने का मन कर रहा है, तो आज मेरे को पास्ता की रेसिपी देखनी है, right? तो कंप्यूटर does not have a brain of its own. हमको हर एक set of command उसको feed करनी पड़ती है. हाँ, so that's the reason why computer has 0 IQ.
I mean, that is a little bit of shocker. In the chat, everybody is like, भाई 1000 होती है, 10,000 होती है, 120 होती है. The actual answer is 0, guys. The actual answer is 0. And okay, Akshay is saying it is a dumb device. All right. So it is not a dumb. I mean, it is a dumb device in in sense कि like उससे पता नहीं कि खुद क्या करना है. I mean, we have to tell him. We need to specifically tell him what he has to do. And अगर उसमें कोई भी एक भी error होगा, then it's not gonna understand, and the computer is not gonna take that input in. So that is so that is how a computer thinks. So but the question comes in, we have to ask this question, that how does it take decisions then? Like computer अगर सोच नहीं सकता खुद से, तो decisions कैसे लेता है? This is also a question, right? That should come.
सोचने वाली बात है.
So to take decisions, I mean, what happens is that the initial code is developed by the developer, right? And it gets converted into a program, and that program gets the effect. That program is the output, as you can see on the screen.
So basically computer decision ले ही नहीं रहा होता है, डिसीजन प्रोग्रामर ले रहा होता है, और वो अपने डिसीजन को फीड कर देता है कंप्यूटर में. क्या यही सही बात है अभिनंदन?
Exactly. So this is the whole process, and I mean it's very interesting if you guys actually think about it, because coding in general, they say everybody is there was this saying which I read somewhere where that went like the most deadliest weapon which we have is not a nuclear bomb or something, but it actually is the knowledge of computers, and a computer basically. If you have internet and you have computer, you can do anything.
Right.
I mean that is you can actually program the computer into doing so many things. You can do so many wonderful things. you can create websites. You see how the AI has developed, right? पहले कुछ भी नहीं होता था, हमारे पास websites नहीं होती थी, अब internet पे सब कुछ कितना available हो गया, and everything in terms of coding in general. So that's how it works. I mean, the initial code is is developed by the developer, and the program shows us the output. Shelley, please don't spam in the chat. To all the students, please take care of it. Please don't spam. All right. So what is this? I mean, okay, let's just see. Abhay, can you see the screen? There's a program and there's something which is happening. What is this?
तो ठीक है, तो let's get into it. अब एक क्वेश्चन है चैट के लिए कि अगर ये जो बॉल है येलो कलर की, अगर मेरे को इसको फ्लैग तक पहुंचाना है तो मेरे को क्या क्या सेट ऑफ स्टेप्स करने पड़ेंगे? कौन लिखेगा चैट में स्टेप बाय स्टेप?
I mean,
any volunteers?
I mean, that's the way I saying Scratch. Yes, people are recognizing what this is about.
Scratch is the software.
Scratch is the software, and I mean they can see it on the screen. I actually showed it on the screen. So it says अगर हमें ball को हमें इस pole तक लेके जाना है, right? So we need a system. हम क्या बोलेंगे कि यहाँ से it starts, right? And then it should move, I think 5 steps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after 5 steps it will reach the pole and it's gonna go in. Right. So if we actually say these things, and then you can see on the screen the ball actually goes there, right? And this whole set of instructions which you actually told, what is it called? I mean, is it an algorithm?
It's definitely an algorithm.
Right.
Algorithm is nothing but it is a procedure for solving a mathematical problem in a finite number of steps that frequently involves repetition of an operation. तो यहाँ पर एक ऑपरेशन था कि टेक 1 स्टेप टुवर्ड्स राइट, और हमने उसको 5 बार रिपीट किया. दैट वाज द रेपिटेशन ऑफ द ऑपरेशन, एंड हेंस दिस इज कॉल्ड एन एल्गोरिथम. ठीक है?
Exactly. I mean, this is the thing. This is the algorithm in general. Start. We want the program. We want the ball to move in right direction. Move 5 steps, right? So this is an algorithm, right? Start, move, right 5 steps, and then end. So this is a process of, as Abhay told, of solving complex mathematical problems, right? And it's gonna find the best solution. And this is not only a word, and this is also your word of the day. So please remember, it is divided into algorithm. So that's how you pronounce it, algorithm, right? It is shown on the screen. All right. So just like in the previous example where we talked about how we need to move the ball 5 steps, that was an example. Can you guys guess इस example में what all things can we say? Like if we want to purchase this 5 rupee worth of chocolate and add it into our basket, like what all steps can we say? What all steps we can say? Let's just see. Can you guess some of the steps which we can say?
यार मैं तो जब ग्रोसरी स्टोर में जाता हूँ और प्रॉब्ली चॉकलेट लेने जाता हूँ, तो मैं चॉकलेट को उठाता हूँ, उसके बाद उसका प्राइस चेक करता हूँ, फिर अपनी जेब में कितने पैसे हैं वो चेक करता हूँ. अगर मेरी जेब में उतने पैसे होते हैं जितनी की वो चॉकलेट है, तो मैं उसको कैरी बैग में डालता हूँ और मैं उसकी बिलिंग करा के उसे परचेज करता हूँ.
सही बात है. I mean, that's a very suitable approach, right? That is how it's supposed to be. So let's just see, right? हम पैसे निकालेंगे, right? If you have to buy this chocolate, so what we are going to do is हमने पैसे 10 rupees, we got the note out, right? And the Janvi is saying start, go to market, purchase, put in basket. Like अगर purchase हो गई तो put in basket कब हुआ? So you see, that is something different. I mean, that is a wrong algorithm which you said. Start is fine, go to market is fine. Put it in go to market के बाद I think finding the product, put it in basket, then walking towards the counter, making a purchase, and then moving out of the market. That is how it's supposed to be, right?
Right.
So this is 10 rupees का note. We're gonna take it out, right?
तो
Five-
अब मेरे को बताओ कि अगर हमारे पास 10 रुपीज का नोट है और चॉकलेट 5 रुपीज की है तो हम चॉकलेट खरीद पाएंगे या नहीं खरीद पाएंगे?
वो तो खरीद
क्या
ही
लगता
पाएंगे,
है?
वो तो obviously, I mean these
खरीद पाएंगे ना?
Yeah,
Right.
they don't know about that. So yes, right, हम chocolate we're gonna add it into the basket. So इस particular problem का here what we have to do is we just have to add this 5 rupee chocolate into our basket and pay with 10 rupees. Please goes me saying please don't spam in the chat. I can see you. You have already said two chocolates. Please don't spam in the chat. This is the last warning to all the students. Please don't do that. So this is how we are gonna work. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna check price, right? Where you just told, like we are gonna check the price, we are gonna check the budget, and if the price of the product fits within our budget, right, then we can add to cart. Else
Right.
we can't do anything. We cannot do that. This is exactly, I think, websites में भी तो ऐसे ही होता है. जब भी whenever we are trying to shop on a website, हम ऐसे ही तो करते हैं. अगर हमारे बैंक में पैसे हैं and we want to make a payment and we want to buy something online, we are gonna check the product, we're gonna look at the price, and then we are gonna add that product to into a basket if it fits our price, and then we're gonna buy it.
Right, exactly. And काफी चीजें होती हैं जो हम नहीं खरीद पाते तो they are unaffordable.
Exactly.
ठीक है?
So-
तो अब यहाँ पे the correct algorithm for this particular problem is कि सबसे पहले हम प्राइस चेक करेंगे, उसके बाद हम बजट चेक करेंगे कि हमारे पास कितना पैसा है, हम कितना अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं. देन इफ द प्राइस इज लेस देन द बजट तो हम उसको उठा के कार्ट में डाल देंगे, अदरवाइज हम उसे उठा के कार्ट में नहीं डालेंगे.
Yeah.
उसके बाद हम जाएंगे बिलिंग काउंटर पे अपना बिल पे करने. अब अगर कार्ट में कुछ है ही नहीं तो ऑब्वियसली हम कोई पैसे नहीं देंगे एंड वील चेक आउट. बट अगर कार्ट में है तो हम उसका बिल देंगे एंड देन वील चेक आउट. ठीक है? तो इस केस में क्योंकि चॉकलेट 25 की थी एंड हमारे पास पैसे 10 रुपए थे तो हेंस वी कुड नॉट अफोर्ड दैट एंड हेंस हमने उसे कार्ट में ऐड नहीं करा. ठीक है? एवरीथिंग्स क्लियर नाउ?
Exactly. I mean, Avni is saying yes. I mean, you know, this Shelly is also saying easy. Yeah, this is actually very easy to understand, right? And now I think it's time. We have given you example what we are going to be doing, right? So I think it's time to jump into Scratch and do it right here with you guys, right? Are you guys excited? Do you guys want us to actually make something on Scratch live? So I think we should do that. I think that should be very fun.
Yeah, it's
we
going
can
to be
actually
very
head to this website if somebody can actually put this.
I'll just share my screen.
No, just put the link in the chat. I'll open it up.
The chat.
Janvi is saying yes sir, I have Scratch. All right, that's good. And Mole is also saying yes. All right. All right, I got the link. So guys,
Perfect.
this is the link. I'm sharing it on the screen.
Um,
Right. Somebody has already done that. Yeah. Avit, you can change your to webcam pro.
sorry.
All right. So whenever you guys are gonna be opening this link that is given in the chat, this page is gonna open up. So what we have to do is on this page we just have to go under start creating. We just have to click on this. All right. And after you click on start creating, a window like this is gonna open up. Can you see a bit?
Yeah, Abhinandan, can you maximize my screen?
Okay, wait. Okay, done.
ठीक है, cool. ठीक है, so we open Scratch यहाँ पर and then we'll click on create.
Yeah.
It will take a few seconds to load, so no worries.
Akshay saying I made a game using Scratch. So that's very nice, yaar, if you are very familiar. Vanya is also saying that she has done Scratch. That's very nice.
That's great. That's great.
अबे your screen is not visible यार.
It's not visible.
एक second. Let me. I think it's from my end. Right. Okay, now it should be. Yes, now it is. Sorry.
It's visible.
Yeah.
Great. ठीक है. तो let's get into it. हम जो हमने चॉकलेट वाला प्रोग्राम डिस्कस करा था, let's try to make that on scratch और स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलते हैं. अभी तक जो हमने लेक्चर में डिस्कस करा था, that was mostly theoretical and हमने अपने वर्ड्स में इवैल्यूएट करने का ट्राई करा था एल्गोरिथम को. बट यहाँ पर हम एक्चुअली एल्गोरिथम को बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं एंड हमारा मोटिव है इस एक्सरसाइज का कि यहाँ पे जो कैरेक्टर है ये फायरी की दोस्त है. हमें इससे बुलवाना है कि हमें चॉकलेट खरीदनी है या चॉकलेट नहीं खरीदनी है. ठीक है, राइट. ठीक है, so let's get into
so
it.
what we are going to be doing is कि हम इस कैट से बुलवाएंगे कि हमें चॉकलेट लेनी है कि नहीं लेनी है. Is that the thing what we are going to be doing?
Right, exactly.
All right, fine. All right, so let's make this program. I think it should be fun.
तो अभिनंदन, let's do one thing. हम
Yeah.
स्टेप बाय स्टेप चैट से पूछते जाते हैं कि नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा.
हाँ, I
And
mean,
I'm
let's
sure
just,
हमारे जो
let's-
व्यूअर्स हैं वो इतने इंटेलिजेंट है कि they'll guide us through और हमें कुछ
Obviously.
भी करने की जरूरत नहीं.
Obviously, but let's just start on the with the very first one. A
ठीक है.
couple of बीच में we'll keep asking
तो-
them.
ठीक है. तो सबसे पहले हमने क्या डिस्कस करा था कि वी स्टार्ट, मतलब वी क्लिक ऑन स्टार्ट.
Yeah.
सबसे पहले प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट होगा, स्टार्ट ही नहीं हुआ तो कुछ हो ही नहीं पाएगा. तो उसके लिए हम इवेंट्स पर आते हैं
All
and
right.
then we drag this button.
Yeah.
What this button means is कि जब हम इस ग्रीन वाले फ्लैग पे क्लिक करेंगे तो हमारा प्रोग्राम
Start होना चाहिए. Okay. Right. The algorithm should start when you actually press the green flag button on which you can see on the screen. Okay. ठीक है. इसके बाद हमें अब इससे कुछ बुलवाना है, right? So like what should we do? What is our next step?
हाँ, तो उससे पहले अब हमको चेक करना होगा कि चॉकलेट का प्राइस कितना है. राइट.
Right.
ठीक है, तो चेक करते हैं. अब चॉकलेट का प्राइस कितना है हमें ये क्योंकि चेक करना है, तो हम चॉकलेट पे कंडीशन लगा रहे हैं.
ठीक है.
राइट, फेयर इनफ.
ठीक है.
तो चॉकलेट को हम क्या बुलाएंगे? हम चॉकलेट को बुलाएंगे वेरिएबल.
Okay, क्योंकि chocolate is something variable. Okay, if you can actually like explain what a variable is away to the students, that'll be very amazing.
डेफिनेट. ठीक है, तो वेरिएबल इज समथिंग जिसको हम एक वैल्यू असाइन करते हैं एंड उसको हम जो भी वैल्यू असाइन करते हैं
Yeah.
उस पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम के लिए उसकी वही वैल्यू रहती है एंड हम उसको कोई भी वैल्यू असाइन कर सकते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड अ वेरिएबल. वेरिएबल कम्स फ्रॉम अ टर्म वेरीड. वेरीड का मतलब बहुत कुछ, कितना भी हो सकता है.
Okay.
कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो हम उसको कोई भी वैल्यू असाइन कर सकते हैं और वो प्रोग्राम उस
Okay,
पर्टिकुलर
fine.
प्रोग्राम के लिए उसकी वो
So
value.
in our case, that the example is that we are looking for a chocolate, right? So हम इसको variable को chocolate बोल देंगे.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. Okay, so
So to
we
create
go
a
under
variable-
variable tab.
हाँ, तो टू क्रिएट अ वेरिएबल कॉल्ड चॉकलेट हमको यहाँ पर आकर मेक अ वेरिएबल पे क्लिक करना है.
All right.
ठीक है, यहाँ पर we'll write chocolate.
Perfect. Okay.
एंड यहाँ पर चॉकलेट का वेरिएबल इज क्रिएटेड. अब इसको ड्रैग कर हम पजल की तरह इसको नीचे लगा देंगे इसके.
Right.
फेयर इनफ.
बिल्कुल जी.
अब चॉकलेट का प्राइस कितना ले अभिनंदन, बताओ.
चॉकलेट का प्राइस आई थिंक वी शुड कीप इट 10, राइट? नॉर्मल डेयरी मिल्क की 10 रुपए की चॉकलेट आती है. लेट्स जस्ट कीप इट 10.
ठीक है, डेयरी मिल्क वाले लगते हो तुम.
I mean, I personally, if you ask me, I really don't like eating chocolates. That's a shocker, right? But I love eating Nutella though. That is the only chocolate, only kind of chocolate I like.
ठीक है, कूल. तो हमने चॉकलेट का प्राइस लिया 10
Yeah,
रुपीज.
ठीक है.
अब नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है? नेक्स्ट स्टेप है
अब हमें अपने पॉकेट चेक करनी पड़ेगी.
पॉकेट चेक करनी पड़ेगी. पॉकेट में पैसे नहीं है तो चॉकलेट कहाँ से खरीदेंगे, राइट?
या
तो हम बनाएंगे एक और वेरिएबल. सिमिलरली वापस से वील क्लिक ऑन मेक अ वेरिएबल.
ठीक
इसका
है.
नाम क्या रखें?
वॉलेट.
बजट रख दे.
वॉलेट या बजट रख लेते हैं.
बताओ, वॉलेट रख लेते हैं.
एनीथिंग इज फाइन यार.
वॉलेट रख लेते हैं.
ऑल राइट. सो हमारे वॉलेट में कितने पैसे हैं? दैट इज अ क्वेश्चन, प्रॉब्लम चलती है. ओके, सो वॉलेट. अब हम इसको
हाँ, just give me a second.
set chocolate to 10 and हाँ.
ठीक है, तो कुछ नहीं, यहाँ से अगर यहाँ पे किसी का वॉलेट नहीं आ रहा है तो ड्रैग चॉकलेट और यहाँ पे ऑप्शन पे सिलेक्ट करके यू कैन सिलेक्ट ऑन वॉलेट।
ओके फाइन। तो सेट चॉकलेट टू 10 एंड चेंज वॉलेट टू व्हाट?
आई एम सॉरी।
हाँ ये चेंज वाला आ गया आई थिंक।
हाँ, ये सेट वाला ही उठाना है हमको, चेंज तो आया नहीं अभी।
यस ओके फाइन। तो सेट में सेट वॉलेट टू व्हाट, हमारे वॉलेट में अब कितने पैसे हैं, वी नीड टू डिसाइड दैट राइट। सो
कितने रखे हैं?
इसमें तो ज़्यादा ही रखने चाहिए, तो 5-10 हज़ार तो रखने चाहिए। आई थिंक वी कैन कीप 100, लेट्स जस्ट कीप 100।
लेट्स कीप इट 100।
या
तो ठीक है, तो कूल।
ठीक है।
अब इसके बाद हमको डिसाइड करना है, क्या डिसाइड करना है कि वॉलेट में अगर 100 रुपए हैं और चॉकलेट 10 रुपए की है तो हम चॉकलेट खरीद पाएंगे या नहीं खरीद पाएंगे।
Exactly.
हमको तो पता है कि खरीद पाएंगे, बट कंप्यूटर को तो सब कुछ स्पून फीड करना पड़ेगा ना, कंप्यूटर के पास उसका दिमाग नहीं है।
एग्जैक्टली, वी नीड टू टेल द कंप्यूटर व्हाट वी हैव टू डू।
ठीक है, तो इस अब यहाँ पे ना हम एक चीज लगाएंगे जिसको हम बोलते हैं कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट।
ओके
ठीक है, तो कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट कुछ नहीं होता, जैसा नाम में है कंडीशनल एंड स्टेटमेंट। कंडीशनल का मतलब कंडीशन लगानी और स्टेटमेंट का मतलब जिस स्टेटमेंट का यूज करके हम कंडीशनल।
ठीक है।
ठीक है, तो हम यहाँ पर लगाएंगे इफ और एल्स वाली कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट।
बिल्कुल, मतलब अगर बेसिकली हम ये इससे लगा रहे हैं कि एक ऑप्शन बन जाए, अगर हमारे पास पैसे हैं तब तो ये वाला प्रोसेस करो, यू नो, तब तो ये वाला कमांड आप डालो, एंड अगर हमारे पास पैसे नहीं है देन ये वाला कमांड आना चाहिए। यू नो, दिस इज आवर वे ऑफ यू नो टेलिंग द कंप्यूटर if the first value checks correct then do this, else do that, you know.
Exactly.
All right, so we are going to be using if and else, right? All right, ठीक है।
तो अब हमने if और else वाला ब्रैकेट इंसर्ट कर दिया,
ठीक
बट
है।
अब if में हम क्या डालें?
हाँ, if
इसमें
what,
हमें क्या चीज चेक करनी है कि चॉकलेट का प्राइस वॉलेट के प्राइस से ज्यादा या कम है, यही चेक करना है।
राइट।
ठीक है, तो ठीक है, तो पहले लेते हैं कि अगर चॉकलेट का प्राइस हमारे वॉलेट के प्राइस से कम है तो ठीक है।
ठीक है, चॉकलेट का प्राइस वॉलेट से
उसके लिए
कम है।
हम
ऑल राइट,
ठीक है, तो कंपेयर करने के लिए हम लेस देन साइन यूज करते हैं, ग्रेटर देन साइन यूज करते हैं, इक्वल टू साइन यूज करते हैं, नॉट इक्वल टू यूज करते हैं, काफी सारी चीजें यूज करते हैं।
बिल्कुल
और इनको हम बोलते हैं ऑपरेटर्स।
राइट।
ठीक है, तो हम यहाँ मेन्यू पैलेट से ऑपरेटर सिलेक्ट कर लेंगे।
ठीक है।
ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर ये साइन मिल जाएगा हमको, ये लेस देन वाला, इसको
बिल्कुल।
उठाकर हम ड्रैग करके अपनी
उस
कंडीशन
ब्रैकेट में ड्रॉप कर देंगे।
एग्जैक्टली।
ठीक है।
ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे हमको क्या लिखना है, यहाँ पे हमको चॉकलेट डालनी है।
वेरिएबल्स
तो
विल गो अंडर वेरिएबल्स।
हाँ, तो ये रहा हमारा वेरिएबल चॉकलेट का बना पड़ा हुआ है।
राइट।
इसको हम उठाएंगे और इसको हम यहाँ
फर्स्ट वाले में ड्रैग कर देंगे। राइट।
ठीक है,
ठीक है।
दूसरा वेरिएबल हमारा वॉलेट है, इसको
Right.
उठाकर हम सेकंड वाले में ड्रैग कर देंगे।
राइट।
ठीक है,
ठीक
तो
है।
अब मेरे को बताओ, एक बड़ा लॉजिकल क्वेश्चन है कि अगर चॉकलेट का प्राइस वॉलेट से कम होगा तो हम क्या करेंगे?
अगर चॉकलेट का प्राइस वॉलेट से कम होगा तो हम खरीद लेंगे। राइट, आई मीन दैट्स
खरीद लेंगे।
एग्जैक्टली।
और हमारा एम क्या था कि इससे बुलवाना है कि हम खरीद लेंगे,
Right.
इस बिल्ली को रियलाइज करवाना है ना।
बिल्कुल।
तो हम जाते हैं साउंड पे,
ठीक है।
और साउंड पे हम just give me a moment. अच्छा ठीक है,
कुछ
हमें
बुलवाना
बुलवाना है तो हमें ग्राफिकली बुलवाना है ना। मोस्टली हमारे व्यूअर लाइक हो सकता है कि किसी के कंप्यूटर में साउंड ना हो,
या
तो
ले
हम
बुलवा
बुलवा
हाँ,
लेते हैं।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
ठीक
बिल्कुल।
है, तो हम लुक्स पे आते हैं और
Yeah.
हम से वाली चीज उठाते हैं,
राइट।
इसको उठा के हम if
देन में
bracket
डाल
में
देंगे। देन में इफ चॉकलेट देन क्या आगे क्या है? हाँ ठीक है।
हाँ,
ठीक
ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हम लिखते हैं
आई विल बाय चॉकलेट।
ऐड टू कार्ट।
अच्छा, ऐड टू कार्ट। ठीक है।
कार्ट में डाल देते हैं ताकि हम फिर बिलिंग पे जाके बिल करा
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
Cool. और अगर ठीक है, तो अब अगर चॉकलेट का प्राइस वॉलेट से कम था तो हमने बोला ऐड टू कार्ट।
बिल्कुल।
एल्स हम क्या बोलेंगे?
पैसे नहीं है।
पैसे नहीं है।
यही लिखते हैं, पैसे नहीं है।
पैसे नहीं, ठीक है।
एल्स टू बैड।
पैसे नहीं है।
या
ठीक है, Cool.
बिल्कुल।
ठीक है, तो
हाँ राइट।
देखो।
ओके।
अब क्योंकि अब हम अब चलाने के लिए हमको ये ग्रीन फ्लैग पे क्लिक करना है।
राइट।
तो अब क्योंकि चॉकलेट का प्राइस 10 था, वॉलेट में 100 रुपए थे, तो हम ऑब्वियसली चॉकलेट खरीद सकते थे। तो उसने बोला ऐड टू कार्ट और ये खुश हो गया।
या
अब अगर हम इसकी वैल्यू चेंज करते हैं और हम वॉलेट में बोलते हैं हम गरीब है, हमारे पास 5 रुपीज है बस,
ठीक है,
ठीक है, तो अब हम ऑब्वियसली फिर एक चॉकलेट अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, आधी चॉकलेट तो
बिल्कुल।
मिलती नहीं है मार्केट में।
बिल्कुल।
अब देखते हैं कि ये क्या बोलता है। एनी गेसेस, कौन बताएगा कि क्या बोल रहा है? चैट में लिख के बताओ।
आई थिंक चैट बता देगी क्या है ना। ऐड टू कार्ट हुआ जब हमारे पास पैसे थे, जब पैसे नहीं है तो फिर क्या होगा? we are going to be
बताओ,
saying we are going to be saying कि पैसे नहीं है, right? That is what we are going to be saying. So let's just see if actually it says हाँ अनमोल
ठीक
is
है,
saying
तो मोमेंट ऑफ ट्रूथ देखे,
let's just see. Let's just click on the flag.
पैसे नहीं है,
पैसे नहीं है, चलो
ठीक है। तो इट वाज एज सिंपल एज दैट। हमने अगर पैसे थे तो हमने कार्ट में डाल दिया ताकि हम बिल करा सके, अगर नहीं है तो हमने बोल दिया भाई पैसे नहीं हो, साइड से कट लिया,
बिल्कुल,
ठीक है, ठीक है। तो अब फॉर द व्यूअर्स जिनको नहीं समझ आया, आई विल क्विकली गिव वापस एक छोटा सा रिकैप ताकि समझ आ जाए। तो हमने सबसे पहले इसको इंसर्ट करा कि जब हम फ्लैग पे क्लिक करें तो हमारा प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट हो जाए। तो दिस इज सिमिलर टू स्टार्ट। हमने इसको उठाया एंड हमने इवेंट्स पे जाकर यहाँ से इसको ड्रैग करा,
बिल्कुल,
ठीक है। उसके बाद हम गए वेरिएबल्स पे, हमने मेक वेरिएबल पे क्लिक करके अपने 2 वेरिएबल्स क्रिएट करे, चॉकलेट एंड वॉलेट।
बिल्कुल,
हमने और इनको नहीं उठाया, हमने पहले हमको इन वेरिएबल्स की वैल्यू असाइन करनी थी, तो हमने सेट वाले बॉक्सेस उठा लिए। तो हमने सेट चॉकलेट उठाया और हमने सेट वॉलेट उठाया,
बिल्कुल,
सॉरी हाँ, हमने सेट वॉलेट उठाया। हमने इनको वैल्यूज इनिशियलाइज करी, इसको 10 कर दिया, इसको 100 कर दिया,
या
ठीक है। उसके बाद हमको चेक करना था कि अब चॉकलेट और वॉलेट की वैल्यूज में क्या रिलेशन है, कि अगर चॉकलेट की वैल्यू वॉलेट से कम होगी तो हम चॉकलेट खरीद लेंगे, चॉकलेट की वैल्यू वॉलेट से ज्यादा होगी तो हम चॉकलेट नहीं खरीद पाएंगे। तो हम आए कंट्रोल में, कंट्रोल में आके हमने यहाँ से
इफ एंड देन वाली स्टेटमेंट खाली
एंड हमने यहाँ पे डाल दिया,
बिल्कुल,
ठीक है। उसके बाद अब हमें इफ में चेक करना था कि जिनको हमें कंपेयर करना था, तो उसके लिए कंपैरिजन के लिए हम गए ऑपरेटर्स में। ऑपरेटर्स में से हमने ये वाला ऑपरेशन उठाया, इसको उठा के हमने इधर ट्रैक कर दिया,
राइट।
अब ऑपरेटर के अंदर किन 2 वेरिएबल्स को हमें कंपेयर करना है, उसके लिए हम वापस आए वेरिएबल्स पे,
ठीक है,
वेरिएबल्स पे आके हमने यहाँ पे डाली चॉकलेट और हमने यहाँ पे डाला वॉलेट,
बिल्कुल,
ठीक है। उसके बाद हमने बोला कि अब कंपेयर तो हो जाएगा, पर हमें कैसे पता चलेगा? तो हमें पता चलेगा जब हमारा कैरेक्टर हमें बोल के बताएगा। तो उसके लिए हम गए लुक्स पे, लुक्स पे जाने के बाद हमने उठाया ऑप्शन से का, कि हमारा कैरेक्टर हमें बोल के बता दे। यहाँ पे हमने लिखा अपना मैसेज, ऐड टू कार्ट। बाद हमने बोला कि अब इफ वाली कंडीशन तो कवर हो गई, पर एल्स वाली भी तो करनी है, कि अगर जब चॉकलेट वॉलेट से कम की थी तब तो उसने ये बोल दिया ऐड टू कार्ट, बट अब एल्स में चॉकलेट अगर वॉलेट से ज्यादा की है तो क्या बोलना है? हमने वापस से उठाया, ट्रैक करा, यहाँ पे लिखा पैसे नहीं है, ठीक है। हमारा प्रोग्राम कंप्लीट हो गया। अब इसने हमको बता दिया कि ऐड टू कार्ट है क्योंकि चॉकलेट की वैल्यू वॉलेट से कम थी,
बिल्कुल,
कूल। तो ठीक है, आई एम श्योर कि सब लोगों ने प्रोग्राम बनाया होगा साइड बाय साइड। कितने लोगों ने ये प्रोग्राम साइड बाय साइड कंप्लीट कर लिया है?
हाँ गाइस, अगर किसी का चैट में if this program is completed then please let us know.
जस्ट राइट योर नेम इन द चैट कि मैंने कंप्लीट कर लिया।
Right. Abhi, I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second, okay? Just give me
या
1 second.
श्योर। चैट में आंसर्स फटाफट। ओके, जानवी हैज कंप्लीटेड। और कौन? Okay, Mannath has also completed. That's very nice. Vanya has completed. Yeah, Anmol, you can do it on a notepad. No issues. बाद में you just practice it on Scratch ताकि output driven result मिल जाए. But for now, you can definitely do it on a notepad. But kudos to you, yaar. So yaar, four children have already completed the program. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So let's say कि इस कैरेक्टर से कोई बोर हो गया, so you want to change the character, right? ठीक है, देखते हैं कौन सा कैरेक्टर सेलेक्ट करें, बताओ अभिनंदन। ठीक है, तो एक बेयर लेते हैं। ओके, I think this we'll leave this for the next class. I think आज के लिए बच्चों को ये प्रोग्राम को we'll let them get comfortable with this program. तो आज के लिए बस एक्सप्लोर करते हैं एंड ठीक है, हमने बेयर इंसर्ट कर दिया। वाओ, किसी ने शूज इंसर्ट करे हैं, नाइस। और क्या इंसर्ट करें? बेयर के पास आ गया, बेयर के पास खाना आ गया। राइट राइट, इट्स ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इजी यार, इसमें कोई भी बर्डन की चीज ही नहीं है।
Okay, my voice was not going. Oh my god. Alright, it should be coming now. What I was saying was that there's a lot of things which we can do, right? We can choose a bear, we can choose whatever we want in this in this Scratch. You guys should actually, like, you know, get onto it. Scratch is very interesting. It will be very fun for you to, you know, learn different things. इसमें आप जाओ, बैठो, अपना खुद से कुछ भी, if you are getting bored, you know, and you want to do something interesting, hop onto Scratch and, you know, try to build a program for your own, try to build a game for your own. You know, Anmol was saying that unko notepad mein, you know, like he wants to start learning, you know, on a notepad, starts to code on a notepad. That is the ultimate goal. But you know, यहाँ पे try to understand each and every variable, because यहाँ की functioning अगर आपको समझ में आ जाएगी, then coding में आपको बहुत आसानी होगी. I think that is correct, right, Abhay?
राइट,
That is gonna help.
बिल्कुल फंडामेंटल से हम चल रहे हैं एंड वील ट्राई कि आपको बिल्कुल बेसिक से समझाएं और आपको ना एक्चुअली इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा इसमें। फिर किसी चीज में मजा आता है ना तो बहुत इजी लगने लगती है।
Right. Okay. So yes, we can do multiple things here, right? We can add a bear, we can add any other person, we can tell them to run behind each other, run after each other, whatever, you know. We can add any picture. So why don't we actually try to create, you know, guys, students, what we can do is, let's see how many of you take a week's time, maybe try to create a little small game in terms of nutrition in animals जो हमने आज पढ़ा है, right? उस पे let's just make a game कि हम कैसे बना सकते हैं. Maybe this bear is running after that cat because, you know,
उसने उसका खाना चुरा के भाग गई.
Yeah, something, you know. Scratch is basics to algorithm. Okay, Anmol has made it. Okay, so Anmol, you can email it to the email address given in the chat. All the students who have made their you know, their programs, they can send. All right, so what else are we gonna do? Abhay, let's just show them the website. Let me just do that. Okay, maybe you can switch back to the camera.
Okay.
Come on camera. Let me show them something along this. Okay. So this is the website, right? Okay. This is the actual website. Okay, now you are visible on the screen, Abhay.
Okay.
All right. Yes, so on this website there is multiple things which you can do. Yahan pe you can also check other people's projects which they have made. So somebody has made this road trip. Let's just see what this is. Okay, it's loading the project and see inside. Let's see what the game is about. So this is the game which he has created. You can actually click on the see project and you can see the game, and let's see. Okay. So can you see on the screen? Okay. So this is the game which he has made. Oh my god. Let's see. करना क्या है? अरे? You lost a block, hit your car. World record. Okay, wait. I gotta learn how to play this. What is this? कुछ करना है? Instructions. Arrow keys. Okay. Block with arrow keys will appear on the screen. Type them on keyboard. Okay. कोई पागल है भाई. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so there are multiple games, guys, which you can start. And this is all about it. We are gonna we showed you some basics of coding. Avya helped us. We covered your human digestive system, your human absorption system as well. We looked at how the whole process starts, and this was a very fun interactive session. We are going to be having another class. I think on tomorrow we have a class, right? So join back tomorrow to continue having fun. We are going to be having another session tomorrow at 11. So make sure you guys remember the timings, right? And Avya, yes man, yeah, thanks for coming, thanks for joining the stream and entertaining us, entertaining all the students, and I hope you guys enjoyed this enjoyed this session. One day we have a class at 11 tomorrow. All right. And don't worry about it. I have some things which I am planning on incorporating within these sessions. So hopefully maybe next week or next to next week onwards we're going to start having some some other kind of fun as well. Maybe we play some games, we do other stuff as well. That is going to last a little longer than just a prior 2 hours. But alright, we'll see. Let's see how the sessions are going. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. And Abhay, if there's anything that you want to say to the students before you take a leave.
I just want to say कि I hope to see you all in tomorrow's session. कल का session और भी ज़्यादा interesting होने वाला है. And हम scratch को और ज़्यादा ढंग से explore करेंगे. And hopefully जो आज नहीं कर पाए वो कल करेंगे. ठीक है. See you all tomorrow at 11.
All right. So thank you so much, yaar, Abhay. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for coming and helping the students. All right. So everybody, we are gonna be seeing you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Hope you guys join the stream, join the studio session, and until then, stay safe, stay happy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.